set list, wash the guitars, bathe the entire crew. Gonna play with all my Legos, then we'll eat some snacks. Drop Ninja Brian off of his Brazilian wax. Drink some gas so we can play real fast. And then you better hold on to all of your ass. We're gonna crush this show, just a few more steps. Nothing says rock like meticulous prep. So get ready to be ready, to get ready, 'cause we're almost about to rock. We're gonna chill your spine and blow your mind all in due time. Now get ready to be ready, to get ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to get fucking destroyed? We are nearly prepared to begin preparations for our final sound check of the evening, so please file out of the auditorium while we reset the stage. Thank you.
For those about to rock, please hang tight while I find my socks. Gonna crack your skull like an aftershock. Just gotta call my broker and sell some stock. So get ready to be ready, to get ready, 'cause we're almost about to rock. We're gonna melt your face through time and space at an appropriate pace. Get ready to be ready, to get ready. Now get ready to be ready, to get ready. Now be ready to be ready, to get ready.
Hello, 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 chat. How are we feeling today? Hi! How's it going? How's it going, everybody? How are we feeling? Are we doing good? I'm doing great today. I just got back from the doctor's office, so I'm healthy! Yay! I have to go back in soon so they can take my blood, but aside from blood things, I'm healthy! Hi, Toby. I wonder why Toby's here. Are we getting lectured today? Yes. Yes, you are. We're doing two things today, because I didn't think the first thing that we're doing was big enough for its own stream. Before we begin, before we do stream, let's just get the housekeeping out of the way. Sub goal right now is Vesper Defender badge. If we hit 50, I will make an actual Vesper Defender badge, and that will become the sub badge for this channel, because I think it's funny. And then follower goal is 2,000. Once we hit that, I will open a Discord server. There we go. We got the housekeeping out of the way. I like saying that at the beginning, so it's done. But yes, today we are doing something a little different. I was going to play Baldur's Gate today, you know? I was gonna play Baldur's Gate. I was gonna just vibe. But then yesterday, Art and Hey Hey decided to do a stream about ship names. They were right, mostly. Some things I have a problem with. They decided they were going to rank ship names that you guys sent in. And it was eye-opening, I think, for all of us, about just how many ship names ended up in the D tier list. Now, do I believe all of those ship names that were in the D tier list deserve to be there? No, I think a few could have been C's, a few could have been E's. But I didn't ever think that one that was in D should belong in A. So that tells you pretty much the vibe of how correct Art and Hey Hey were. They were pretty much on the money. I'm actually gonna swap music for a second. I'm gonna swap music over to this playlist instead. So yeah, it's you guys don't do very well with your ship names. But fear not. Yesterday was to raise awareness of the problem. Today, I am here to offer up a solution. Today, we are going to be doing a presentation on how to make better ship names, because I believe I can fix you. But before that, I have Pokemon cards. So for those of you who are unaware, For those of you who are new here, I have recently, art has gotten me into collecting Pokemon cards, except the only Pokemon I care about is Eevee. I have a bit where every time I play a Pokemon game, I do it with a team of nothing but Eeveelutions and Eevee. I love Eevee a whole bunch. I have an Eevee-themed card binder, as you can see. But 2 days ago, I went to the store. I was just in town and doing some errands, and I stopped by a Target that I don't typically go to. And I was just like, oh, I need some clothing hangers, so I'm just gonna go. That's fine. I'm just gonna pop in here, see what they got. And for those of you who are unaware of Pokemon card lore currently, scalpers are a gigantic fucking issue. There are videos online of people literally, like, fist fighting each other, grabbing Pokemon cards off of the shelves in stores. There's stories about scalpers literally memorizing the restock schedule and just going in, and as a Target employee is putting them on the shelf, they take them off. It's really rough. It's really hard. So it's very, very difficult to find Pokemon cards in store at the moment. And currently, the most popular Pokemon card set is Prismatic Evolutions, which is themed around my boy, around my Eevee. I have never seen them in person, but I went to this Target, right? And instead of having all their cards in the front, like proudly displayed by like the checkout, I discovered that they had a very tiny end of aisle display hidden behind the toy section. And I got Prismatic Evolution in real life, baby! One of these packs goes for $12 on eBay right now. I got all of this, and it was the accessory pack. So I got all of that, and this little guy, for $32. This is where I'm keeping all my excess cards now. When I shake them, I can hear. It was definitely to protect the employees. Yeah, probably. Dude, even in the very back, hidden like that, there was still a sign on it that says, you are only allowed to buy 2 units of Pokemon cards per customer. So, I got all of this for $33, and I'm likely never going to see them in public again. So I decided we're gonna open them live on stream for fun. Now I only have 5, so that's why this isn't the full stream, because I didn't think 5 was enough to do a full stream. But, okay, there are 2 cards we're looking for, because like I said, I only give a fuck about Eevee. So, Eeveelutions, I don't have, like, I need to make a list of all the Eeveelution cards I want, because I'm laser focused on just Eevee, that I haven't done that yet. Any Eeveelutions would be awesome. That would be cool. But there are 2 cards in particular we're shooting for here. We're shooting for this guy up in the corner. He's worth about $6 online. I would love him. I don't have him yet. But the one that would make me flip shit if we found is this guy. This guy on eBay by himself is currently worth about $150. And I really don't want to spend $150 on a single Pokemon card. So here's hoping. Also, I don't have like a fancy Pokemon card setup because this is a new thing for me. But anyway, let's do this. We're going to open pack 1. We're going to open pack 1 and we'll see what we get. I don't know how to do this, like, professionally. So we'll see how this goes. Oh, please open. I'm finally opening you after days of just sitting and staring at you. Why? Ugh. Open. Got scissors. I'm just gonna cut off the top there. Alright. I don't know how to do this professionally, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm just, you know what? This is the raw experience. I'm new to Pokemon. I don't know what I'm doing. This is just vibes. That's what this is. Okay, would you fucking actually open? Oh, would you? I cut you open. Give me the cards. Okay. Alright, so. This is just the fancy little card. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. There's probably a couple energies in here too, so I don't care about those. Whoop! Okay. Let's see what we got here. We've got... Get the scissors out of the way. We've got a Duskull. We've got a Cottony. We've got a Litleo. We've got a Dracloak. I've literally never seen this Pokemon before. I don't know what that is, but okay. We've got Slowking. Love that. Janine's Secret Art. Okay, this is just trainer stuff. Ooh! Fenzidipede. See, this is how you can tell I don't know much about Pokemon, because if it's not Eevee, I don't know how to pronounce it. Fenzidipede. And Black Belt Trainer. Ah! Yeah! Oh, look at you! Look at you, you fancy little Flareon! Oh, you're gonna be special. And a basic energy. I don't give a fuck about basic energy. Oh, look at you! She's a little shiny Flareon. Excellent. Oh, you're going. You get a spot in the book. That's the rest of these are very cool, but they're going in here. She's going in the book. She's going in the book. Okay. Let me just separate this out so I can look at like the relatively cool ones. Maybe like, I don't know. Maybe I'll sell these on eBay, or I'll hold on to them until Art comes over next time so Art can have their pick of what they want. Because honestly, if it's not Eevee or Evolution, someone else can have it. That's not what I'm about over here. Okay, so that's pack number 1. We've got 4 more of these to go. We already got a Flareon, so honestly, if we only come out of here with just the Flareon, that's cute. I'm okay with that. Because I like Flareon. Also, I like having fun with just opening up Pokemon cards. Because it's silly. It's silly, and it's the dopamine of gambling. It's the dopamine of gambling. Okay, here we go. Basic card. Off. Here we go. I will giggle if you get either the Sylveon, or the Espeon, or Eevee. I will cry if we get either of these Eevee. Well, this one will just be cool. I might cry if we get this one. Okay, here we go. What? Oh, you're upside down. I'm so sorry. Pupitar. Pupitar? Pupitar? I don't know what you are. You're like a little bug. Hey! I actually already have this one. Hey, it's my boy! It's my boy! He's tiny and I love him. We've got a little guy. I already have this one, but it's fine. I can have duplicates. I will have duplicates of Eevee. Who's next? Execute. You still get to go. You still get to go in the binder. You're an Eevee. You have the right to go in the binder. That is your right. Okay, we have execute. Larry! Oh, Larry! I actually like Larry. I think Larry's funny. Crispin, I don't know what's up with you. Screamtail? Ancient? What the? Is this a good card? An ancient Screamtail? What the fuck are you? I don't know what that is. See, that's the other thing that's gonna be funny about this is if I get like a crazy, really good card, but it isn't Eevee, so I don't know. Alright. A glass trumpet, guys. Anybody looking for a glass trumpet? Ooh. Regigigas. Regigigas? It's Scarlet version exclusive Pokemon. Oh, cool. Regigigas, you're shiny. That's neat. Techno Radar, and then... Okay, there's 2 more. Oh, a Whimsicott! That's fun. The biggest hits are the Evolution. Yeah. A Whimsicott. And then a basic energy. Okay. So we got 1 Eevee out of that one. 1 Eevee that I already have. That's fine. I was not expecting all of these to hit, to be honest. Okay, there we go. Third pack. Third pack time. Third pack, let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's go, Eevee. Fun fact, that is one of the only Pokemon games I've played. I've played Pokemon Go, I played Let's Go Eevee, and I played Arceus. Those are the 3 Pokemon games I've played. And every time I played them, I did it with a team of Eevee. Because I have a brand. I have a brand, okay? Alright, here we go. Third pack. Is it gonna be upside down again? No! Okay. Black belt training, cool. Bronzor. We got research. We got... Man. I don't know what to tell you guys. We got research. Amazing hit. Oh, Budu, that's cute. Karen! Karen from Cantrip, is that you? Another... Oh, we had Execute, and this is Executor. Okay. Another Crispin. Ooh! Fluttermane. You're shiny. I do like the shiny ones. They're pretty. That's cool. Another Ancient. Binding Mochi. Hey! We got it. The last one's the energy. We got a Sylveon! Trans rights. It's the trans rights Eevee. Hello, trans rights Eevee. You get to go in the binder. You get to go in the binder. The binder is your spot. You got Sylveon. Yay! You get to go in the binder. Let's fucking go. Oh, man. All right. We've got 2 more. 2 more packs. 2 more packs. Let's see what we can get here. Let's see what we can get here. Give me more Pokemon cards. Give me more Pokemon cards. And whoop. Oh, no, get out of the pack. There we go. Okay. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Are you gonna be upside down when I pull you out? Trans rights gets the binder. Seems fitting. Yeah, it does. Alright, here we go. Bam. Oh, another Litleo. Another Dracloak. I still don't know what that is. Duraludon. Okay, great. Another Pupitar. An Earthen Vessel. Diplin. Oh, that's cute. Cypher Maniac's Code Breaking. That's quite the mouthful for a card that sucks. Ooh, shiny little Miltank. That's nice. A Riolu. It's also sparkly. Hey! Glaceon! Yeah! Oh man. We've got 4 Eevee hits over here so far. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We got a Glaceon. I would love a Leafeon. Leafeon is my favorite evolution. If I had to pick a favorite evolution, it is Leafeon. But normally when I say, oh, my favorite Pokemon is Eevee, people are like, oh, what's your favorite evolution? And I'm like, no. You misunderstand me. It doesn't need the evolutions because perfection has already been achieved. However, Leafeon is the favorite. Okay. Last pack. I need you guys to put all your manifesting energy into this pack. You see this? Manifest these 2. They're in here. They're in here. Manifest it for me. I need some manifesting messages. Put the good vibes into this pack. It's the last one. Manifest the pack. Let's go. Okay. All right, let's rock it. Here we go. Final one. Final pack. Of the packs I will likely never again see in person. Alright, here we go. Come on. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm bad at opening these. Alright. Here we go. Whoop. Last one. And open this up. Boom. Roto Stick. Great. Another Cottony. More research, guys. We're doing so much research here. Another Litleo. That's 3 of those. Lacey. Oh, wow. A lot of trainers here. Another Screamtail. I'm assuming that means that's not rare. Ooh, a shiny Litleo. There we go. A shiny Litleo. That's cool. A Dunsparce. And, manifesting didn't work. Didn't even get an Eevee in this one. Who the fuck are you? You look kind of like a bitch. You are full card art, though. So you might be a big deal. You might be a big deal. But, alright, that's our Pokemon cards for the day. That was fun. I should buy more of those packs. She said, like a gambling addict waiting to happen. But yeah. There we go. Here, let's open up our little pouch here. So I have this pouch, and then I have a little card. 3 evolutions and 5 packs ain't bad. Yeah, no, not at all. I'm chill with that. Okay. But yeah, I've got this little box that has all my excess cards in it. Shout out to the one seller who, like, I ordered a single Eevee card, and he also sent me a Mimikyu. Which is super cool. Oh no, is there not enough room in the box anymore? Oh, we're hitting a point where there might not be enough room in the box anymore. Oh, wow, okay. I might have to do something about that. I might have to go on eBay or something and be like, does anyone want some of these fuckers? Yeah, the box doesn't close right. Ah! Anyway, those are all my excess boys. They go back in Eevee, so they can live as if they're Eevee. But yeah, there we go. We have all this excess, but today's hits were... Here we go. At what point do Cal and I need to stage an intervention? Never. I'm living my whimsical best life. But yeah, so our hits today were... We got pretty good ones. We got ourselves a Flareon, a Sylveon, and a Glaceon, and then an extra little Eevee. Just for fun. It's great. Cool. I dig that. I dig that. We have a good time. We have a good time. I'm actually, you know what? I'm gonna open up the binder and place Eevee where he belongs. Hang on, let me find the right card. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Okay. Here you go, bud. You get to join your sibling. Da 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 da. Now there's 2 of them. Now there's 2. What the fuck is Moon Juice? I have Capri Sun. That's based off the moon. So it's Moon Juice. And then if we flip over to a completely blank page, just for now, I'm gonna organize you later, but for now, you are entering the binder. Da da da. No, come on. Da 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 da. Flareon. And then da 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 da. Sylveon. Da 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 da. And Glaceon. They are safe and sound in the binder now. There we go. Oh, and you can even see the other one we got through the screen. Oh, awesome. There we go. Our good hits. Awesome. I will organize those later. But, okay. Now that the fun is out of the way. Alright? I'm gonna take a drink. Okay. Now that the fun is out of the way. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna swap the music because this is a little bit too peaceful. Coconut Canyon, bring us back, please. Alright, folks. Now we gotta get down to business. Okay? So, here's the thing. I have been a connoisseur of ships since I was 13 years old. Alright? I've got over a decade experience in this field. I know what a good ship name is, and I know what a bad ship name is. And before we begin, I believe it is important to note that the quality of the ship itself has nothing to do with the name. A ship can be fucking fantastic. It can hit perfect and have a shit name. Example, Destiel. It's a classic. It's wonderful. Bad ship name, objectively. And like, so my goal for this, right, is to invest in a community where the good ships can have just as good names. Because honestly, all the ships deserve it. They really deserve it. So, yesterday, Art and Hey Hey pointed out the problem. Today, I am here to bring you this Why did it fuck up? Why did the cropping fuck up? Hang on. Why did the cropping fuck itself up? What? Why did this happen? Oh, because I'm on the wrong one. There we go. Anyway, I am here to bring you the solution with how to make the perfect ship name. This is an educational presentation to save the fandom, and there will be a test at the end. There will be a test at the end, so make sure you stick around so that I can make sure that my teachings are getting across. Is everybody good? Are we all good? Okay. Let us be a full presentation. Oh, you better fucking believe it! You better fucking believe it. I'm taking this seriously. This is a problem. And y'all must learn. There will be a test at the end. There's no Kahoot. I did not make a Kahoot. I can make a Kahoot later. I didn't... Listen, I made this presentation last night. And I didn't eat dinner until 10 p.m. because of it. Just know that there's a test. And I am expecting all of you to pass. If you pay attention, you will pass. Okay? Okay, let's begin. Anyway, shall we begin? So, this is how to make the perfect ship name, an educational presentation to save the fandom. So ship names have been pretty rough, y'all. Also some Gilf art for you. Gilf is here as a representation of the worst of the worst. You all have done me so dirty. Gilf has devastated the nation. Prison Duo is thriving despite its lack of relevancy to the subject matter. And as we found out yesterday, Jat exists. And, you know, ship names have always leaned towards the simplistic at best, and they reach the horrific at worst. But see, I believe that with awareness and education, right, we can save the less fortunate ships from the worst of all fates. Which is, of course, a label that you're kind of sick of typing into Tumblr's search bar. Cross-stitch is delightful. Yesterday, y'all came up with cross-stitch, but it's too little too late with Gilf, guys. It's too little too late for Gilf, okay? You all decided to do this to me. And now we must pay the price. Cross-stitch is lovely, if only you had come up with it sooner. But anyway, so ship names have been rough. Okay? So I am here as a self-proclaimed ship name expert to bring to you the 5 elements of a ship name. There are 5 elements of a good ship name. You better be taking notes. Yes, everybody make sure you're taking notes. This is important. This is important to me. There are 5 elements to every good ship name, and today I'm going to go through all of them. Now, they are in order. So the first element is the most important. And then the second one and the third one and the fourth one. They're in order of importance, of course, except for the final one, because the final one is a bit of a catch-all, but the final one can also make or break a ship name. But these are the 5 elements of a good ship name. Every single ship name ranks on a sliding scale of follows this element or doesn't have it at all. So we're going to go through the 5 elements of a ship name, and also there's some lovely Aribu art to satiate you. Slay Queen redeemed to water your streamer. Thank you. It's important to keep your presenter well hydrated. Thank you. You've successfully watered your streamer. Okay, so the first element, the first and most important element of any ship name, recognition. Okay? A good ship name should be recognizable. I should be able to tell which characters match to which ship without needing a degree in the fandom iceberg, okay? And this is especially important for newbies to any fandom. If you're new to a fandom and I have to do a deep dive into the fucking Wikipedia for the fandom to figure out why the hell they're called Smash Duo, something has gone wrong. I should be able to tell if I've seen the show the whole way through. That's the thing. Like, if you're brand new to the fandom and you haven't seen anything and it doesn't make sense, that's a different story. If I've seen the show, I should be able to tell what ship name matches which character. Relevance is important, because if I can't tell, then why the hell is that their ship name? It is about them. It's about the relationship. I should be able to tell. This is the most important element of ship names, and in recent years, this has fallen by the wayside in the worst possible way. I'm looking at you, prison duo. I'm looking at you, wet birds. Okay? Recognition is the most important element to any ship name. Now, we're moving on to number 2, the second element of a good ship name. Creativity. A good ship name should be creative. You see, it's no longer 2009. Slapping 2 names together isn't going to cut it anymore. Sorry, Destiel, just because you're a classic does not mean you're a good ship name. A ship name should be fun. It should be silly. It should be creative. It should be beautiful. You know? It shouldn't be. Now, this also, the thing about this is that shipping culture for so long was simply just smashing the 2 names together. That this element being number 2 may be slightly controversial, but I feel in recent years we have not grown enough, and we should. Just because something is traditional does not mean it's good. And the name smash, I will affectionately refer to it as name smash ship names, are not good. They have never been good. They have been boring. They have been too easy. You know, I know this kind of goes against what I said earlier about recognition, but just because it's recognizability is the most important, but it's not the only element. We're talking about a perfect ship name here. Creativity is required. I want to have fun with my ship names. That is the I don't want to just sit here and slap 2 names together and call it a Tuesday. Okay, guys? We're better than this. In this day and age, we can do better than this. I believe in us. Creativity is number 2. The third element of any good ship name. Snappy. This one often gets overlooked, but I think it's more important than we give credit for. A good ship name should roll off the tongue, okay? And once we start going over 5 syllables, it's not a ship name, it's a short description. I need to be able to, 5 syllables even is pushing it. Under 5 syllables, get a ship name, okay? It's a name, not a description. It should be fun to say. It should not sound like you're throwing up as you say it. It's a word to describe a relationship, guys. It's the title of a relationship. It should fit that vibe. It should not sound gross to say. It should not take an English degree to be able to spell. If I see it on screen in front of me, I should be able to pronounce it mostly correctly the first time I see it. I should not have to guess at how the fuck I'm supposed to pronounce that. Snappy. Snappy. In and out. In and out. A good ship name should be snappy. This is always overlooked, and it makes me so sad. But anyway, number 4. I might get some pushback for this one. But number 4, to me, is uniqueness. Now, this is not as important as the first 3. However, it does push a ship name from into good. Oftentimes. It can oftentimes push a ship name from meh to good, or one from good to perfect. A good ship name should be unique to that ship. If I search for it on Tumblr, I want to see only my Blorbos. Who are these other people clogging up my feed? Get them out of here. I want my Blorbos on the screen when I search for the ship name. This also means ship names that are just something like Sunset. Or like something duo. The duo names are making me lose it, guys. We need some uniqueness, okay? I want to see my Blorbos. If I search it on Tumblr, I only want to see my Blorbos. I don't want to see some other random fucker that I don't know who he is from like 3 shows to the left. I want to see uniqueness in my ship names. Okay? Okay. Duo names aren't even ships. Okay, we're gonna take a segue. Quick segue. I believe that in some cases, duo terminology can be used for a ship. I don't like that it is very often. I don't like when it is, but it's we'll talk about that later. Actually, we will talk about duo names deserve just as much respect as ship names do, in my opinion. Duo names have been having the problem of, we'll talk about it in a little bit. I need to get the major elements out of the way. Cross stitch does not meet the criteria then. Cross stitch is a good name. It's not perfect. This is why uniqueness is number 4. There are plenty of ship names that are fine, that are not completely unique to that ship. This is uniqueness is the element that just pushes it a little bit above and beyond. You can have a good ship name without uniqueness, but a perfect ship name has the element of uniqueness. This is what I meant when I said these elements go in order. You're just being an ass. Don't worry. I know. But what kind of professor would I be if I did not make sure everybody was clear on the subject? Okay. And number 5 is the final aspect. Now this aspect, to me, can make a bad ship name good, and it can make a good ship name bad. The whimsy. Okay? This is the je ne sais quoi category. Sometimes, something about a ship name just fucking hits. It's just chef's kiss. There's no way to quantify it. Just sometimes you look at a ship name and you're like, God damn. That's a good one. That fucking hits. That's great. Sometimes the whimsy is enough to pull what would otherwise be a boring-ass name smash ship into the realm of good. Sometimes a ship name that technically has all 4 previous qualities doesn't hit. The whimsy can make or break a ship name, and there's no way to quantify that. But it's true. So those are the 5. Those are the 5 elements of a good ship name. Those are the 5 elements of a good ship name. So now I want to get through some examples. I want to take you through some examples so that we can all be on a relative same page. So you know what I'm talking about when all these elements either come together or some of them are missing or they're not there at all. So let's continue. We're gonna go with examples of some good ship names. All right, let's get into the good ship names. First one, we discussed this yesterday. Knighting Star is a perfect ship name. Art and Hey Hey are correct. They're not. Granted, they do have a little bit of bias, but also they're correct. Okay. Knighting Star checks all the boxes. Now, you may think it loses points for still being a name smash, but the names double as words that have deeper meanings for both characters. Knight and Star. It's beautiful. It's great. It's instantly recognizable as Fenris and Ray when you bring them to the fandom. It rolls off the tongue, and when I search Knighting Star on Tumblr, these fuckers are all I'm seeing. 10 out of 10, banger. Perfect ship name. We did it. It's wonderful. You gotta learn the rules so you can break them. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, second here is a bit... This one needs an asterisk beside it, because this is not a real ship name. This is a ship name... One time, me and my friend Cal decided that the ship names in Sandersides were too boring. And they are. They are. So we decided that we were going to come up with a list of every possible combination and give them a cuter ship name. And I think the top one we came up with is Fun Fact for Logan and Patton. Am I giving myself credit for a ship name that only I use? Yes, I am. It's snappy. It's fun. You can immediately tell it's meant to be Patton and Logan if you know that you're in the Sandersides fandom. It's right from the get-go. There's something charming about it. The fandom's too attached to logicality, but I can dream. The one thing about this is it does not have the uniqueness aspect, but again, uniqueness is number 4 on the elements. You don't necessarily need a perfectly unique name in order to get it, to get it perfect. Fun Fact is still very good. Fun Fact is a great ship name. I like Fun Fact more than logicality. Thank you. I do too. It's better. It's snappier. Because Cal and I know the elements of a good ship name. See? This is me proving to you that I am qualified to be the professor of this presentation. And finally, we have Everlark from the Hunger Games. Rolls off the tongue in a perfect way. It's simple, it's pretty, you can tell who it's for, and it's unique to this fandom. And also the deeper symbolism behind birds that runs through all the books makes this even better, with the aspect of Lark and Everlark. And every day I thank God the fandom didn't go with mashing up their first names as a bit, because, yeah, everybody knows what that joke is. You do a name smash with PETA and Katniss, and their ship name would be Penis, and we don't need that. We don't need that. Everlark is way better in every way, shape, and form. Everlark is a good name. It's also a fantastic ship, but that doesn't add into the quantify. A ship can be horrible. It's not about what the ship actually is. We're talking about names today, and Everlark is beautiful. All right, so we've done the good ship names. Let's get into ship names. These are names that are not good, but they're not horrible. They're names that need some work. They're names that have missed 1 or 2 or 3 elements of what a good ship is, and because of that, they fall flat. And we're starting with Fit Author from Gravity Falls. It gets points, okay, for being instantly recognizable and completely unique. It checks off uniqueness and it checks off recognizable, but it throws creativity and snappiness down a flight of stairs, and it suffers. It's boring. It's a really boring ship name. It's not even Stanford's name. It's not even Stanford's name, and I get that it's a little bit hard because McGucket's full name is Fiddleford, so you kind of can't smash Fiddleford and Ford in a way that doesn't just seem like it's just his name. But Fit Author? It needs some work. It needs some work. Also, the Gravity Falls fandom has yet to make a good ship name. Bill Dip is horrifying for multiple reasons. That ship haunts me for a lot of reasons. Secondly, we have Lonely Eyes. This is an example of the ship name isn't great, even though the ship is good. It's fine. Lonely Eyes is fine. It's not a name smash. It fits the characters. It's unique to the fandom. See, the biggest problem here, which Puffin has already pointed out in the chat, it fits John and Martin better than it does Elias and Peter. It really does. It really fits John and Martin better than Elias and Peter. And come on, guys, we're not making a divorce joke in the ship name. We can do better than this. Lonely Eyes is fine. It could be better. And that's why it's on Okay, and we have Desert Duo. I picked Desert Duo and not Scarian because Desert Duo is one of the many people use Desert Duo for the ship, and we need to talk about duo names. Why isn't Lonely Eyes our ship name? Exactly! Alexander J. Newell called it out. But, yeah. Anyway. Desert Duo, we need to talk about the duo ship names. Okay? Dream SMP has done the world a disservice by making 1,000 duo names and then not differentiating between a duo and a ship, so that in many cases the duo name became the ship name. And duo names where it is just one word and then duo are not good. Most of them are bad. would Flower Husbands fall under this category? Flower Husbands is a good ship name. Flower Husbands is good. I would put Flower Husbands in good. Because it's not duo. Desert Duo gains points over the other duo ships because the desert is so integral to the relationship. Like, they never left that fucking desert. That's the whole bit. They never left that fucking desert. So Desert Duo in itself is better than other duo names for that specific reason. But this is it? We've only got Desert Duo? I know Life Series fandom. I know you guys can do better than this. It's a little too boring. I know you can do better than this because Flower Husbands exists. And that one's wonderful. That's very cute. And it's great. I'm curious as to your thoughts on Scarian as opposed to Desert Duo. Scarian is under Desert Duo. Because of what I said earlier about how the desert is so integral to the relationship. Scarian is just a name smash. Name smash names don't hit for me very often, except in very extreme cases like Everlark or Knighting Star. Scarian, it flows off the tongue nicely and it's instantly recognizable, but it's a little too boring. Names are boring. This is why Snappy is under creativity. Because the fact that Scarian is not very creative, it ends up canceling out the points it gets for being snappy. And, like, rolls off the tongue. So, Desert Duo is slightly above Scarian, but the duo names... Duo names ending up in shipping has destroyed us all. It's not very good. Alright, well, you know what? I'll hold space at the end of this presentation after the test for you guys to throw ship names at me and I will quantify them. And we can do that. But before we do that, we have the rest of the presentation to get through. So now, let's get into the bad ship names. The bad ones. And we're starting with Schlackety. Okay? Every single one of the Dream SMP ship names are clunky, awful name smashes. But this one is particularly bad. This one, Schlackety is a terrible fucking ship name. It's awful. All of the Dream SMP ones are bad, but this one's particularly bad. This one's as rough as the relationship itself. It looks like a slur in the 1920s. It looks like a slur from the 1920s. Schlackety. This is what I mean when in the snappy category I was saying it should be nice to say. It shouldn't sound like you're trying to vomit up your own throat. Schlackety! It's bad. It's very, very bad. The Dream SMP fandom destroyed us in so many ways. Ship names is one of them. Because Dream SMP is also responsible for the rise of duo names. Fuck that. Anyway, second one here. I fucking hate wet birds. The ship is top tier. The ship itself is beautiful. Icarus and Ven, so much potential. I love it. Wet Birds is an awful fucking ship name for them. It's awful and we all know it. These are the dangers of letting a bit go too far. You can have a silly ship name, but just because it's silly doesn't mean you can completely disregard all the other tenets of a good ship name. Wet Birds does not fit the characters unless you squint. You need to know the backstory in order to get why the hell it's this in the first place. And not just like the backstory of the fandom. You have to know, like, you could watch the entirety of Fable SMP and still be like, why the fuck is it Wet Birds? You gotta know shit to understand this. It's the worst part to come out of the Jackbox stream. The bit that led to the Wet Birds name. The bit that led to the Wet Birds name was the fact that Ven is a wet fox. It was like a wet cat energy. And then I don't even remember how it got from wet fox to wet birds. Ven is not even a bird. Only Icarus is a bird. It doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. It's a terrible ship name. And finally, we have Ruby. Milk and cereal. Now, I have to credit Ruby, because Ruby is what started the trend of pulling away from just name smashes and trying to do something more creative with the ship names. And sometimes this worked for them. And I think all in all, they did a service to the fandom culture for like showing that ship names can be more creative than just a name smash, right? Like things like Freezer Burn, Bumblebee, White Rose. They're pretty, they're cool, they're good. Not all of them are perfect, but they're relatively okay ship names. And then the fandom fell down a rabbit hole of trying to come up with a perfect ship name for every possible pairing that could ever happen. And that's where we hit the problem of trying so hard to adhere to the creative element of a ship name that you completely lose recognition. This is why recognition is the number one element and creativity is number two. I implore you to tell me who Milk and Cereal is from Ruby without looking it up. I want guesses. Think of the whole Ruby cast. Who do you think Milk and Cereal is? I'm generally gonna sit back. I want chat to guess. Because this is a terrible fucking ship name. It's awful. I'm waiting through stream delay. Jean and Weiss. Nope. Literally no idea. I have no clue, and it terrifies me a bit. Exactly. That's why this ship is terrible. I couldn't tell you because I don't know Ruby. That's fair. But it's not John and Weiss. Not Coco and Weiss either. See, this is the problem, guys. This is why recognition is at the very top. It's because none of you know what this one is. Milk and Cereal, according to the Ruby shipping wiki, is Ruby and Pyrrha. Because in the first episode that they are both in, Pyrrha is on a cereal box, and Ruby makes the "I don't need to be strong, I drink milk" joke. That's it. That's the only reason. They are Milk and Cereal, and I cannot believe a fandom did "it's the thing they first did together that kinda matches" worse than we did on Fable. It's bad. It's one of the worst I've ever seen. But anyway, now that we have laid out the elements of what makes a good ship name, and we've seen some examples, so you can get a clearer idea in your heads of like what makes a good ship and what makes a bad ship, we're gonna get into the test portion of this presentation, which is practice time. I have 3 upcoming slides that features one of my characters from one of the SMPs I've been on, and a character that, as far as I'm aware, they have never been shipped with to the extent where they got a ship name. I am going to show you these 2 characters, and using all of the knowledge that we have acquired over the course of this presentation, you are going to tell me what a good ship name for them would be. I'm using my characters because I assume if you're in my chat, you will know my characters and the people that they have interacted with. Can we use notes? It's open book. It is open book. I'm trying to teach you. I'm not trying to teach you how to memorize everything. I'm trying to teach you how to use the resources at your disposal so that we may all be saved. Okay. So, I'm going to show you 2 characters who have not been shipped. To the extent where they got a ship name, you are going to tell me what a good ship name for them would be. And the winner will be put in the presentation. We will have the winners go into the presentation. To start us off, we have Fable SMP, Arasana, and Oshi. I need a good ship name for Arasana and Oshi. You may begin. I'm going to take a sip of water and maybe eat some goldfish while you're doing this. I want good ones. I've just taught you all how to do good ship names. I'm expecting good results. Okay? I'm eating some goldfish while we wait. I'm no help. I've not watched Fable. Flying fish! Immediately right off the bat. That is good. That's a good one. I'm gonna wait until we get a couple of examples so I can let everybody like cook a little bit. So we can have everybody trying their best. Flying fish, wonderful. It's not perfect, but it's up there. I think flying is a little bit of a stretch since Ari does fly, but it's a little bit loose. But it's a good start. It's a good foundation. Aquamarine sky. See, Toby, you are forgetting element 3. Aquamarine sky is not very snappy. It's a bit of a mouthful. You're getting into mouthful territory. My own Fable SMP knowledge is a crack fic. You're brainstorming? I know. I'm just, if you put it out here, I'm letting you know what's going on. Can only come up with book waves. Yeah, no, that one doesn't, that one falls by the wayside. Book waves is not very good, Puff, and I'm surprised at you. You're normally better at this. I think so far Flying Fish is pretty good. Golden Pixie Dust. That's reaching mouthful. That's reaching mouthful. Wet Pages. Shut the fuck up, Echo. Actually, Wet Pages kind of works better than Wet Birds does. Wet Pages is silly. Yeah, Wet Pages is a little silly. Golden Pixie Dust is a bit too much of a mouthful. Ironically, I don't hate Wet Pages. Because the reason Wet Birds is so bad is because it doesn't fit Ven and Icarus. Wet Pages does kind of work because Oshi's a fish. Golden Pages, it's alright. So far, I think Flying Fish is winning. That one, book title, no. Nope. Book title does not make sense. Doesn't roll off the tongue. Feels a bit weird. Title page. There you go! Title page is wonderful. Title page is amazing. It's wordplay. The wordplay of it gives it the whimsy. It works because it's ocean and pages. There you go, Venomous. We have our first A+ of the day. That's winning. That's wonderful. Title page is great. It's perfect. And I will put, oh, I should pull this back a little bit. Title page, I will include here an extra text box. Hang on, let me add an extra text box here. To give credit where it's due. Give credit where it's due. You guys deserve it. That deserves it. That's wonderful. Okay. Here we go. Let me just put that in there. I should have already had that set up to have a thing to work, but that's wonderful. Oh, I spelled your name wrong. I'm so sorry. Hang on. I'm so sorry. There we go. Okay. Good job. Good job. You were winning for so long and your ass wasn't even here for the presentation. Hey man, sometimes people are just good at this. Title page is wonderful. Congratulations to a venomous child. You did great. You have learned. See? See? You're learning. That's wonderful. Okay, next up on the list. Next ship for your consideration. What is a good ship name for Sylph and Vast from Skybound? Sylph and Vast from Skybound, everybody. This is your next challenge. Enemies. See? Silly, but not specific enough. Quick Claws. Okay. That falls into the lower for me. Quick Claws. I see the vision, but it's not there. Not quite there. See the vision, but it's not quite there. I'm also gonna do this so I can just really quickly copy and paste. So that could just be in there so I don't have to awkwardly get it again. Quick Claws. I thought of the Pokemon. That is pretty silly. But yeah, Quick Claws is alright, but it's not really hitting. I'll give you guys some time. I'll give you guys some time to figure it out. It's open note. Don't forget, it's open note. You can look back at whatever notes you took. My Fable knowledge was so small, my knowledge for this is somehow in the negatives. Something with speed or dash in it, possibly. Okay, we're cooking. I see where your brain's going. I'm thinking so hard. Listen, guys. This is important exercises so that you can go on to make some very beautiful ship names to come. Honeyed Feathers. Honeyed Feathers, no. Honeyed Feathers, I would not think... That doesn't have recognition, Kylopon. Good attempt. The recognition is not there. I would not guess that is self-invest if you just gave me the ship name. Hyperblade. Hyperblade is interesting. Deadly Laser. Hyperdrive. Hyperdrive doesn't really... The hyper fits Sylph. I'm not seeing the drive. If Vast's personality was different, I might have said Speed Thief, because Magpie, You're doing this in your second language and after shit. Okay, yeah. Puffin, you get a pass because this is your second language. Deadly Laser is kind of funny. I do enjoy Deadly Laser. I think that's the top one right now because of the laser bit with Sylph. You can get specific about like what fits each character, but the big thing about recognition is it should be, if I watch the show, I should know why. If I watch the show, I should know why. The problem with Wetbirds is that you need to like know fandom iceberg shit in order to understand it. Deadly Laser is kind of fun because Sylph's bit about the lasers is consistent. So Speed Witch is the only thing in my mind that's bad. Yeah, that's not good. Hyper Magic, Hyper... Okay, you guys are focusing too hard on the word hyper. Mended Wings is interesting. Tattered Wings is also interesting. Mended Wings is interesting. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it's up there. That's pretty good. Although recognition... Sugar Crash is kind of good. Although Crash is kind of... Magpie Speedway. See, my thought was something with drained or faded because of all the self-investment moments. Exactly. Yeah, Toby makes a good point. Anything wings is a little too vague because this is a bird SMP. That's the other thing. You gotta take context of the fandom into the recognition aspect. You gotta take context in that. Sweet Lie. I don't think so. I don't think so. I believe in you guys. We get Sugar Blade. It's alright. It's alright. So far, I think Deadly Laser is the best one. If we can find one that's better than Deadly Laser. Sugar Crystal. Oh, see, I see where you're going with that. I see where you're going with Sugar Crystal because of the obelisk things. But also, I think Sugar Crystal I wouldn't attribute to Vast. I don't think I'd attribute the crystals into Vast. Radiant Edge is interesting. Sweet Magic isn't good. That's too generic. I'm coming up with nothing. I'm a fandom veteran. Why am I so bad at this? It's okay, Puffin. This is why we're doing this. We're doing an exercise. This is an exercise. I'm making your brains go. Okay? This will save us. Practice like this keeps AI from winning. Use your own brains. Do your own creativity. My brain wants to smash the two bird types together and it doesn't sound right. Yeah, humming pie or mag bird isn't really good, is it? I'm not completely caught up on Skybound. I'm trying so hard, but you know what? I'm proud of each and every one of you for trying. You're doing great. You're doing wonderful. Everybody needs practice. This is what this class is for. You're here to learn and get better. If you were already all top tier ship name creators, we wouldn't need this presentation in the first place. You're learning. It is okay. Vivid crystals is alright. Candied necklace. Because sylphin sweets and vast for the necklaces. Okay. I would put that high. I would put that as a high I would put that as a high I see the vision. I like the creativity. I think it's a little loose. But I like the vibes there. I see where you're going. Oh, God. Oh, no. Bot, it's okay. It's okay. They mean colored isn't colorful. It's okay. I just snapped the headrest off of your chair. Oh, damn. Sass because they are sassy. No. Very much too loose there, Linen Kit. Very much too loose. Try again. Colored thief and oh no. Colored thief and Streambot tried to ban it. Oh, yikes. It's okay. It's okay. No, Venom, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. It's fine. Colored thief to play on Magpie and Sylph's colors. Okay, so far I'm liking Candied Necklace and Deadly Laser the most. Deadly Laser is still ahead, I think. I do like Deadly Laser. Does anybody think they have anything but Sweet Mimicry? Ooh. That is intriguing. Bright Magic, a bit too loose. Alright, does anyone think they have anything that could beat Deadly Laser? Because that so far is my favorite. Sweet Mimicry is interesting though, Birdie B. I like that one. Because if we don't, we'll move on. Colorful changes, because Sylph's colors and vast drastically changes throughout the SMP. Too loose. Again, too loose. It's a little bit too generic. Colorful change. The thing is, I should be able to tell why that's the ship name without you explaining it to me. You should say it and I should go, oh! Yeah, perfect. You know what I mean? I really fucked up my chair. Oh no, Frogers. Yeah, okay. I think we're gonna go with Deadly Laser. I think we're gonna go with Deadly Laser by Lynx the Wolf. Nice job. That was a good one. I pop off as much as I did with Deadly Laser. Alright, yeah. I think we'll call it there. We'll do Deadly Laser. I think that's fun. It's snappy. Now, remember, not all ships have a perfect ship name. Like, there's a... Ooh, whoops. I don't know why I did that. There's nothing wrong, by the way, with a ship name that's okay. Like, we're really trying to just up our game here, eliminate the horrible ones, and bring the ones up to a higher standard. Not everything has to be perfect. Don't let perfect become the enemy of good. But anyway, we'll go with Deadly Laser from Lynx the Wolf for these two. Good one. Nice one. Finally, the final one for today. We have Vesper and Azricus. Hang on, let me just pull this one down as well so I can... No, I did not mean whatever you're mad about. Hang on. Alright, let me pull this one down. There we go. Okay. Vesper and Azrakis from Starbound. Saltmates. That's a little fun. Cops and Robbers is actually a little bit funny, but it's a bit too generic for Starbound. There are multiple ships that could be Cops and Robbers. But yeah. There are multiple ships that could be Cops and Robbers, so unfortunately it loses in the recognition department. That is very funny, Rach161. I do really like that. Alright. Vesper and Azrakis. Also Vesper and Azri with no brim in this image, because I just pulled the Minecraft skins. This one has so much potential. I agree, which is why it's here. I didn't want to do like completely random pairings. I wanted to give something that like has some potential like to have a good ship name. Screaming Lungs. The lungs I get, the screaming I don't. Feels a bit too loose. Giant Dragon is basic and not technically correct because Vesper is not really a dragon. Exactly, yes. Vesper is not a dragon. Did I tune into the quiz portion of this? Yes, you did, Sunset Sparks. Lawless and Lawful. Lawless and Lawful is interesting. You are on the right track. Lawless and Lawful does not meet Snappy. It's a bit too much of a mouthful. Lawless and Lawful is turning into more of a sentence than a ship name. My brain went to Portal Chase for some reason. Ooh. Okay, Portal Chase. That's interesting. Losing out on recognition. But I see where you're going. You're cooking. You're getting closer. You're getting closer. Law and Chaos is a spin on Law and Order. No, see, that still has the same issue as Lawless and Lawful. The only thing I've got is Blinded Bounty. Blinded Bounty, where does the blindness come from? Is my question on that one. Where does blinded come from? That's what we need to work on that one. And see, the fun thing about this one is the show's still going. So if you guys want to make whatever you come up with the official ship name, if this is a ship in the future, you can do that. These guys without their stuff look so bald. Yeah, they really do. Portaled Scales. Interesting. Portaled doesn't really make sense. Thief Hunter. Again, could be more than one thing. Could be more than one Starbound ship. Recognition, guys. Recognition is the number one. Transported Coil. Stolen Heart is interesting. I like Stolen Heart. That one is fun. Valve Blade because of Azri's emotional support valve and Vesper's emotional support knife. Yeah, that's a joke one. Chasing Space for the constant chase, space themes, investors' claustrophobia. I see what you're doing, Allium. I'm really admiring you, Allium, because you are going for it, and I believe in you. I don't think Chasing Space works. I do really like Stolen Heart. That's interesting. Something with Rick in it, maybe. Stolen Scales? Thief Spotter? No. Thief Spotter is bad. We've got so many space/star ones. That is the problem with Starbound, is so many in Starbound are like space themed, because the whole thing is space themed, that the recognition aspect is difficult with Starbound. I do really like Stolen Heart. That's fun so far. I think it loses a bit on recognition, but I think so far that's the best one. I'd like to hear more though. I'd like to hear more. I like getting your guys' brains cooking. Stolen Breath, like when someone loses their breath because of love and multiple lungs. That's interesting. Breath does give more Everin, though. Sunset Sparks is right. Stolen Breath is a good idea. Breath gives more Everin. Portal Blues. Vesper's portals and Azri's favorite color is blue. Interesting. Interesting. Do like Stolen Hearts can be a lot of people. That is another problem. Yes. Stolen Hearts can be quite a few people. I haven't had time to watch Starbound, so it's okay. It's okay. We're just going for it. We're going for it. Breath does give more Everin, though. Portal Blues is interesting. The Cat and the Mouse, a little too loose. Portal Hunt, I'm struggling here. It's okay. It's okay. But we're cooking, you know? We're cooking. We're being creative. We're getting the juices flowing. I am holding you guys to a higher standard so that we don't get disasters like wet birds anymore. That is the goal of this stream. To hold you guys to just a higher standard and get some better ship names out of you. Gone. I want the days of, well, they were both in the prison, so they'll be prison duo, to be behind us. You understand me? I'm mostly trying to fix my chair right now. It's hard to concentrate. Oh, thank you for the follow, Winter Windigo. Welcome to the team. Pulling up my thesaurus right now. Rival scale is kind of bad. Yeah, it's kind of bad. It's kind of bad, but you're trying. You're trying. I like the attempts. I like the attempts. Coming at it from different angles is a really great way to get stuff thinking. Get the brain cooking. Chase Warp. That sounds like a spin-off of Cyber Chase. Do you guys remember the kid show Cyber Chase? Chase Warp sounds like a weird spin-off of Cyber Chase. Was it Cyber Chase or Cyberspace? I don't remember. That kid show. Warp Chase. I'd watch that Cyber Chase spin-off. I love Cyber Chase. Warping scales. Interesting. Acid warp. I'm not sure where you're getting acid from, and that's the problem with that one. I'm so tempted to draw the warrior cat sounding ones as cats. Yes, do. Yeah, exactly. Where is acid coming from? I like that you guys have started to also hold each other accountable for things in chat. This is good. This is good. We gotta. This has to be a community thing. The community must come together and hold each other to a higher standard for the ship names. I love this. This is fun. This is fun for me. Confined chases. I think you guys are harping a little bit too much on the chase aspect because there are multiple... Chase could also be Everin with any of these people. Stolen Hearts is the best my sleep-deprived mind can come up with. That's true. I'm trying to think of something that goes with lungs. Okay. Okay. I have no brain thoughts. I kind of want to help with this one, just because it's portal breath. That sounds like... That just makes me think of morning breath. My brain peaked at title page, guys! It really did! That one was perfect! That one was perfect. Why did my brain go warped lungs? Just no, brain, no. Pierced lungs. Stolen breath. I don't know the lore about the lungs, but maybe. Purple heart. For bravery. They get a Purple Heart Award. We might need help. Let's see. Stolen breath is kind of interesting, actually. If you want to do lungs. Breath fits too much with Everin. You're right, though. You are correct. The breathing part. Help us, Beck. We're a little pathetic. Well, see, here's the thing. I know what makes a good ship name, but some ship names are difficult. Like, this one is difficult. I'm trying to think. You also have to remember, guys, that the other thing is I know where some story beats are going, and you don't. So with this one, I do not want to, like, accidentally spoil future lore by, like, saying, oh, their ship name could be this because this is going to happen and this is going to happen. And I forget. Morning Cop. No. That one's not good. They're both kind of protect the person they travel with. That's true. Asri hasn't had that many problems with breathing. Guards-ish. Love Cop. Love Cop's not very good. Love Cop is not very good. I'm trying to think here. You know what red and blue makes? Purple. Don't use this. I like the asterisk on your own fucking, on your own message. My brain is trying to make a joke out of Ricky and Rickety because, like, I feel like any relationship they would have would be very unstable. I'm trying to think of, like, this feels so hate ship to me, and I'm trying to figure out something with that. Yeah, it does. Not the red and blue guys. It's all over again. Shut up. Risky because they're risky, and Ricky plus Vess is risky. You know, I actually don't hate that. But Rickety Portals is bad. I see where risky comes from, but it's also, like, it's a bit too generic. Rickety Portals is kind of funny, but it's a bit too much of a mouthful. Your Skybound one was a hate to love ship, so, like, could happen. Hey, who knows what's coming? I won't tell you guys. I'm kind of locked into Dart Frog Nation at the moment, so... Risky Warp. Putting parentheses feels weird. I was gonna say, what about, like, Risky Warp, but you put the S in parentheses? So, like, this... Okay. This is too... This is too much. But, like, that's bad because it doesn't look right. It looks like too much of a jumble. It's a little funny, but it's too much of a jumble. It doesn't fit with Snappy. Caught Heart. Risky Warp. Yeah, Dart Frog Nation is wonderful. Dart Frog, whoever came up with Dart Frog, that's another top tier one. Not all ships can be so lucky as to have one that good. Caught Heart is not very good. Caught Heart is way too generic. Punctured Lung! That's really good. Wait, hang on. Everybody stop. Gotcha Sorrow 69 with Punctured Lung. That's pretty good. That's... magnet for Ricky because he looks like a magnet. I kind of like Punctured Lung. Punctured Lung is pretty tasty. I like that. Because that... Now, it's not perfect, but Punctured Lung... I would recognize as Asri. And if I recognize as Asri, the punctured aspect immediately makes me think Vesper. You know, so there's the recognition. It's creative. It's creative and interesting. You know, it's snappy. Punctured Lung. It's good. It's a little bit long for snappy, but I think it can work. I like it. I like Punctured Lung is good. Punctured Lung is good. I really like that. That's fun. No, I dig that. That's a good one. See, some of these you gotta give them time. Some of these you gotta give yourself time to cook. And they'll eventually come along. They'll eventually get there. Gotcha Sorrow 69. I was about to say something but heard Punctured Lung and gave up. It's like... No. Say your piece. Say your piece. Listen, we're here to assist, okay? We're here to learn and we're here to assist. I want to hear what, imagine you called it Pneumothorax, the medical word for punctured lung. See, that's funny, but then you lose recognition. You lose recognition. And that's one of those. See, if you were to switch it to the medical term for punctured lung, that's where you get into the realm of it needs to be recognizable to people who have seen the show, and you don't need to know like the whole fandom iceberg to get it. Punctured lung is good though. I missed the lesson. I'm doing bad on purpose. But anyway, with that, guys, I believe you've learned all I can teach. We've come up with title page, which is still the best one. Like, title page is fucking excellent. We've come up with deadly laser. We've come up with punctured lung. I have given you the tools. Who was title page for? Oshi and Ari. But it was tidal, like ocean tides. Title page. Wonderful. Sail seeking not only for Azu scales, but also height. Oh, okay. I see where you're going with, Allium, but it is the But I see where you're going with. Keep that mindset. Well, now, guys, I have given you the elements of good ship names. I have given you examples. I have let you sit and practice. Okay? You know? I have given you all the tools I can give you. And now, I send you off into any fandom space you go to from now on. Bless them with better ship names. You can do better. And with you can do better, I can do better. We all can do better. And hopefully, if we all strive to do a little better, the world can heal. The world can heal. Does this mean we can ship punctured lung in the wild? Hey, this isn't about how good a ship is. You can ship whatever the fuck you want. That's not what this is about. This is just giving them good titles. If you want to ship punctured lung, you go right ahead. Don't let me stop you. No more gilf. Exactly. No more gilf. Today, if we all get out there and we have these tools at our disposal and we pass them along to the other people in the world, we can live in a gilfless world. and that's all I want. That's all I want. Gilf sounds horrible. It was! It was, and I suffered! But yeah, anyway, now that we've been through the presentation, if you guys want, you can toss ship names at me, and I will tell you where they stand on the spectrum of good to bad. Yeah, Beck is the best teacher. Thank you. I'm trying. Summer school! Listen, it's Snowbugs Life Series. I don't know what Snowbugs is. And there's your immediate first red flag. There's your immediate first red flag. I don't know who Snowbugs is. No recognition. No recognition. Scott and Tango Snowbug? No, that's bad. That's a bad one. I don't recognize that at all. It's a rare pair. I'm not a fan of that. Mecha Dragon for Everin and Aura. Mecha Dragon is kind of fun. I see the vision. I see the vision for Mecha Dragon. That's kind of fun. It's a little bit of a mouthful, but I like the vibes. Do we have homework? Your homework is to go forth and fix make the ship names your homework is to prevent bad ship names from ever happening again. That's what your homework is. That's what your homework is. We should, share the gospel of better ship names. That's your homework. My personal most hated and one of my most favorites, MSR, Scully and Mulder, and Shadowgast. Shadowgast isn't all that bad. I do like Shadowgast. Shadowgast's good. Why is it MSR for Scully and Mulder X-Files? I think I know your thoughts on Ranchers. I like Ranchers. Ranchers is fun. Boat Boys? Boat Boys, I think, is one of the ones that's silly, but in a good way. Mulder Scully romance? Oh, that's bad. That's bottom of the barrel. That's boring as shit. That's boring as hell. No. Yeah, MSR sucks. That's bad. I think I know your thoughts on Ranchers, but Boat Boys. Okay, Ranchers is good. I do like Ranchers. Boat Boys... Ranchers was... I thought you'd say Ranchers was too vague. No, I don't think Ranchers is too vague. Again, it comes with context. Part of recognition comes with fandom context. If I have seen the whole show, the concept... A good ship name for recognition. If I've watched the whole show, and I see a ship name, and I go, oh, I know who that is. That's good recognition. With Ranchers, Ranchers is cute. I watch the Life series, I go, oh, I know who the Ranchers are. Boom, I know. So it gets the points. I don't think it's too vague, because they're the only Ranchers. You know what I mean? In the context of the fan space, they are the Ranchers. So it's not too vague. It's a little simplistic, but it's not too vague. Boat Boys, I think, has the same vibe of, like, it's silly. I can recognize who the Boat Boys are. I think recognition-wise, it could use a little bit more of a boost. But when you say Boat Boys, those are the only two I would guess to be Boat Boys. So they get recognition points. I think Boat Boys is silly. I think it's snappy. I do think it could do a little bit more on the creativity department. I think Boat Boys falls by the wayside. I think Boat Boys falls into because it's not very creative. How about the one Connor came up for a while ago as an alternative to Verwood, Starry Skies? Cute. A little too vague. The skies aspect makes it a little too vague because it's, again, context of fandom. If everyone's a bird, things with skies get a little bit muggy. I think Verwood is a perfectly fine ship. I like Verwood. Verwood is one of those ship names that has the whimsy. Like, Verwood sounds very mystical and cool. So it has the whimsy to the point where the name smash, it elevates it past, oh, this is just a name smash. Because it's kind of like, it's got the vibe, you know? Starry Skies makes me think of Vast Alice and Kali. Exactly. Like, there are multiple things that Starry Skies could be, so it kind of falls. Once in the shower, I thought of Vigil for Vesper and Migo. Now why, I don't know. Yeah, see, that one is a weird... Vigil for Vesper and Migo, I kind of see where you're going with, but I need that explained, so you lose points in recognition. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, also soup. Gotta water your streamer. You've successfully watered your streamer. Do we have a Ranja and Sky ship name? I don't think we do. I do not think we do. It was pure shower thought. Yeah, sometimes the shower thoughts are genius and sometimes they're dumb as hell. Like, but yeah. I feel like I've taught you guys well. I feel like I can send you on your way. I feel like we're okay. I feel like I've done some good in a fandom space. I feel like this presentation can help us all for the better. We can move on and get some better ship names out there. I don't ever want to see wet birds ever again. I don't want to see Gilf ever again. Flower Court Life series. This one makes me cry. Please try and guess who it is. It's a poly ship. I'm assuming Flower Court. Flower Court would make me think Jimmy Scott, Ren, and Martin. That's what I would assume Flower Court is. And if I'm right, then that's an okay ship. That's pretty good. If I'm wrong, that's not a good ship name because it's not recognizable. Flower Court is kind of pretty. I would get... Thank you, Beck, for the wonderful contribution to this community. Thank you. Thank you. Public service. Public service. Closest Scott, Jimmy, Tango, and Martin. See? Tango is where that slips for me. See, that's where it slips. I don't see Tango in Flower Court. in the ship named Flower Court. I don't see where it is. Puts the bad ones in a box. These are going to the dumpster. Flare Flower Court might do it. See, there, if you were to tell me Flare Flower Court, I'd be like, okay, Tango's in there, Flower Husbands are in there, and then either Ren or Martin for the court aspect. Yeah. That's a little better. But anyway, I think I'm gonna send you guys off. I'm sending you guys off into the realm of wonder to go spread the good word of better ship names. Take your bout. Thank you. Thank you. And we're doing this early enough in Starbound that from here on out, I better see some damn good Starbound ship names, guys. I better see some damn good Starbound ship names. When stuff starts, like, happening and more ships become more solidified, I better see some good shit. This lesson had better not be in vain. You understand me? I gave you your tools. You took the class. I want to see you use this in everyday life, folks. But no, anyway, I'm going to see who I can send you to. Who can I send you off to? Who is live? Is anybody live? It's a bit early in the day for people to be live. For some of my friends to be live. Okay. You know what? I'm going to send you guys over to Scar. Scar's doing some funky stuff. Scar's hanging out on Hermitcraft. I'm going to send you guys over to Scar. I will see you, I think on Tuesday? I'm not sure. I'll figure out when I'll see you next. But, until next time, I will... this class college credit? This class is fandom credit. This class is fandom credit. You're gonna make fandoms better in the future. You're gonna make fandoms better in the future. But anyway, I'm gonna send you guys off to Scar. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I will see you when I see you. And, yeah, thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna fix fandom one stream at a time. Okay. Bye, guys.